I'd like to give a shout out to Washington Post columnist and author of the brilliant book, We of Little Faith, Why I Stopped Pretending to Believe, and Maybe You Should Too. Kate has been a guest on the Freedom from Religion Foundation's YouTube programs, on the Thinking Atheist with Seth Andrews, and the Friendly Atheist with Hemant Mehta, among other programs and podcasts. I've been listening to this gem of a book on Audible during my commute to and from work, and today I had the opportunity to put what I've been hearing into practice. Now, obviously here on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, I use the handle The Atlanta Atheist. I'm quite open about the fact that I'm a card-carrying, dues-paying, unapologetic atheist. At work, however, it's not something that I just tell my patients when I'm introducing myself. Don't get me wrong, I don't hide the fact from my coworkers. Pretty sure they all know, including spiritual health staff. But with patients, I just try to steer clear of religion. I may be in Atlanta, but I'm still in Georgia, and our patients come from all over the South. Well, I was assigned to draw labs today, and so any patient who needed labs drawn prior to their treatment had to come visit me first. And it came to pass that a certain patient sat in my chair, and the first thing they said was something along the lines of, "My labs are going to be good in the name of Jesus." So right off the bat, I was on high alert, but I just ignored it. The patient made a couple of other comments that were overtly religious, and I just continued to nod and smile. But they just couldn't leave it alone and asked me outright, "Do you believe in the Lord?" Now, before listening to Kate Cohen's book, just to appease and not create an uncomfortable situation, I might have said something like, "Oh, I'm not really sure," or "I used to be Mormon, but I'm not anymore. I'm still trying to figure things out," or some other placating dodge. But today, thanks in part to the courage gained from Cohen's book, I decided not to compromise. I decided that not believing in Bronze and Iron Jade's myths should be normalized. So I just said, no, I do not believe. I told her I used to be a believer, but my education in science caused me to have some questions and simply just could not be reconciled, and that I could no longer believe. "Well," they happily replied, "I do believe, and I know He loves you, so I'm going to pray for you." I assured them that that would not be necessary, but that I appreciated the gesture. However, they insisted that they really cared about me and that they were going to pray for me anyway. Well, whatever, if it makes you feel better. I have used my social media accounts to proclaim that I am an atheist and why I no longer am religious. I don't hide who I am from my family, friends, or colleagues, but I've never been able to give a straight answer to my patients, mostly because I don't want to take away any hope they may have in their faith, but really because I don't like the uncomfortable conversations like the one I had today. But after the encounter was over, I felt much better that I did not obfuscate and that I was true to myself. Honestly, I feel proud that I let some random person in the world know that we who do not believe in a God or gods are normal, regular people you meet in your everyday life, and that we're just as kind and good as anyone else you meet. So thank you, Kate, for giving me the courage to be authentic and to help normalize being non-religious.